Morning students, welcome to networking lab class for 4th semester IT students. On today class, we will be discuss about topology and what are the different types of topologies are there. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So, what is topology? Network topology describes the methods in which all the elements of a network are mapped. The topology term refers to both the physical and logical layout of a computer. Types of networking topology means what are the different types of networking topologies are there. So it is basically divided into major two sections. One is your physical topology, another one is your logical topology. So what is that physical topology? This type of network is an actual layout of the computer cables and other network devices. Means on physical topology, physically the computers are getting connected with the cables or other network devices also. And next is your logical topology. So logical topology gives insights about network's physical designs. Okay, so physical topology means physically connected together, and logical topology means it is logically connected together with a networking format. Okay, so now next is your different types of physical topologies. What are the different types of physical topologies are there? Okay, so here point to point topology is there, bus topology is there, ring topology is there, star topology is there, tree topology is there, mesh topology is there, and hybrid topology is also present inside your physical topology. Point to point topology. So this point to point topology is the easiest of all the network topologies. In this method, the network consists of a direct link in between your two computers. Now what are the advantages are there? This is faster and highly reliable than other types of connections since there is a direct connection. No need for a network operating system. Does not need an expensive server as individual workstations are used to access the files. No need for any dedicated network technicians because each user sets their permission. So, as for point to point topology, directly all the systems are connected to each other. Now see this picture. One system is directly linked to another system. Another one is also directly linked to the next system. Like such a manner, every point is getting connected with each other. That's why it is very faster and highly reliable as compared to other topology. And no need for network operating system means here as for this point to point topology, any type of networking operating system is not necessary for your computers. Okay. Does not need a expensive server means for this network we don't need any server concept. Okay, and individually each and every system is working as a single workstation. Then no need of any technical networks technician is not necessary to maintain your point to point topology. Okay, but what type of disadvantages you are getting from this point to point? The biggest drawback is that it only be used for small area, okay, where computers are in close proximity, and you cannot backup files and folders centrally. There is no security beside the permissions, and user often do not require to log on to their workstation. Okay, so these are the drawback or disadvantage of your point to point network. Means the limitation of area is totally prohibited. Only the small area can be covered up, and the backup facility is not there, and security is also not there. Okay. Now go for the next one. That is your bus topology. It uses a single cable which connects all the included nodes. The main cable acts as a spine for the entire network. One of the computer in the network acts as a computer server. When it has two endpoints, it is known as a linear bus topology. Okay, so as per bus topology, it gives you that one single cable is there, connection is there to getting connected to the all the nodes. Okay, so here this is the format. Okay, these are the nodes. Clear? And here also it gives you the information that the main cable acts as a spine for the entire network. This is the main cable. Okay. Now, what are the advantages are there? The cost of the cable is very less as compared to other topology. The costing is very less. So it is widely used to build small network. Okay, means it is affordable by you. Now the famous of LAN network because they are inexpensive and easy to install. Means whatever the LAN connection you made, that is in terms of bus topology, and it is less costing. Then it is widely used when a network installation is small, simple and temporary. It is one of the passive topology. So computers on the bus only listen for data being sent, that are not responsible for moving the data from one computer to other computer. So these are the advantages are inside your bus topology, but this topology is also having some disadvantages. What are there? In case if the common cable fails, then the entire system will crash down. When network traffic is heavy, it develops collisions in the network. Whenever network traffic is heavy or nodes are too many, the performance time of the network significantly decrease, and cables are always be a limited length. Okay, so here as per disadvantage, common cables, the main cable, if it is this one is failed, this is the common cable. If the common cable is failed, means the total network is dropped down. Okay. Now next one is your ring topology. In a ring network, every device has exactly two neighboring devices for communication purpose. It is called a ring topology as its information is like a ring wise manner. Okay, see this picture. These are all the systems or nodes are there. This is getting connected parallelly, okay, with a ring format. So in this topology, every computer is connected to another computer. Here the last node is combined with the first one. Think about this one is suppose your first one, then second, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, again sixth is getting connected to the first one. This topology uses token pass to the information from one computer to another computer, and in this topology all the messages travel through a ring in the same direction. Okay, so either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise, in the same direction it should be pass. Then what advantage you are getting from this ring topology? Easy to install and reconfigure. Adding or deleting a device in ring topology needs you to move only two connections. The troubleshooting process is difficult in a ring topology because the error is not to be found out. Suppose if one message is not passing to another, so it is not easy to find out on which node the problem is arise. Then failure of one computer can disturb the whole network. Think about this is the system number 1. Suppose you are passing the data to the system number 4. So think about the system number 3 or node number 3 is totally corrupted or disturbed. So the one is not able to pass the data to 4 because this channel, this network is totally break from this point. Okay, That's why it asks you failure of one computer can disturb the whole network. It offers equal access to all the computers of the network. It faster error checking and acknowledgement also. Okay, so these are the advantages we are getting from your this ring topology. And what disadvantages are there? On directional traffic is there. Break in a single ring can risk the breaking of the entire network. Modern days high speed LANs made this topology less powerful. In the ring topology, signals are circulating at all times, which develops unwanted power consumption. Means consumption is very high. Okay, it is very difficult to troubleshoot the ring topology, and adding or removing the computers can disturb the network activity. Okay, next is star topology. In the star topology, all the computers are connected with the help of a hub. This cable is called as a central node, and all other nodes are connected using this central node. It is most powerful on LAN network as they are inexpensive and easy to install. Okay, so see this picture. As per star wise, all the nodes are there. Okay, and this is the central node is there, and here it asks you the central node and all other nodes are connected using the central node. Okay, and it is most popular on LAN network as they are inexpensive and the easy to install. Okay, now as per advantages, it is easy to troubleshoot, easy to set up and easy to modify also. It only those nodes are affected that has failed, other nodes are still working. Okay, means think about this is the first node, second, third, fourth and fifth is there, this one is the central node. So think about 2 is damaged. If 2 is damaged, no problem, 1 can pass the data to 3, okay, by this central node, 1 can pass the data to 4 by this central node, and this 3 can pass the data to 5 also by this central node. If 1 is damaged, so no problem to the topology. And fast performance with few nodes and very low network traffic. Okay, means fast performance with few nodes and very low network traffic. In star topology, addition, deletion and moving of the devices are easy. Then what disadvantages we are getting from this star topology? It is the hub or concentrator fails, attached nodes are disabled. Cost of installation of star topology is very costly. Heavy network traffic can sometimes slow the bus considerably, and its performance depends on the hub's capacity. Means the total performance of the network is depend upon your hub capacity. A damaged cable or lack of proper termination may bring the total network edge down. Next, mesh topology. The mesh topology has a unique network design in which each computer on the network connect to every other. It is develops a point-to-point connection between all the devices of the network. It offers a high level of redundancy, so even if one network cable is failed, still the data can alternative path to reach its destination. Means if one network is failed, no problem. In another network, by using the another network, the data can be passed to the destination nodes. Now types of mesh topologies are there. Means the mesh topology is also divided into some section. That is your partial mesh topology. Another one is your full mesh topology. So partial mesh topology is what? In this type of topology, most of the devices are connected almost similar as full topology. Okay, Okay, like this one. This is the partial connected mesh topology, and the only difference is that few devices are connected with just 2 or 3 devices. Okay, so partially the total systems are or the nodes are getting connected, okay, to each other by mesh topology. But what about your full mesh topology? In this topology, every nodes and devices are directly connected to each other. Now see this picture. So suppose this is the node number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is there. So these are parallelly connected to each other by ring topology also, star topology also, and fully connected topology also. Directly 1 can pass the data to 4 also, 4 can pass the data to 2 also, 2 can pass the data to 6 also. Like such a manner, the total each and every nodes are getting connected to each other. But partially, as per partial mesh topology, partially each and every node is connected to each other. Okay. Now see what advantages you are getting from this mesh topology. The network can be expanded without disturbing current user. Need of extra cable compares with other LAN topologies. Complicated implementations are there. No traffic problem as nodes has dedicated links. So here there is no traffic problem because every nodes are totally linked with a dedicated links. It has multiple links, so if any single route is blocked, then other routes should be used for data communication. Means if one link is totally break, no problem. In other route, the data is passed from one node to another node. Then point-to-point links make the fault identification, isolation process easy. It helps you to avoid the chance of network failure by connecting all the systems to a central node. So this type of advantages we are getting from your mesh topology. And what about your disadvantages? Installation is complex because every node is connected to every node. Okay. So this is for installation it is little bit difficult because the complex network is there. Dedicated links helps you to eliminate the traffic problem. A mesh topology is robust. Every system has its privacy and security also. It is expensive due to the sum of more cables, means it is expensive because some more cables are to be used. No proper utilization of system. It requires more space for dedicated links. Because of the amount of cabling and the number of input and output, it is expensive to implement. And the last disadvantage is it requires a large space to run the cable. Okay. Now next one is your tree topology. Tree topologies have a root nodes and all other nodes are connected, which form a hierarchy. This topology integrates various star topologies together in a single bus. So it is known as a star bus topology. And tree topology is a very common network which is similar to a bus topology and star topology also. Means tree topology is just like a tree format which get together of combination of your bus topology and your star topology also. See this picture? As per bus and star, the same format is there. And what advantages we are getting from this tree topology? It failure of one node never affect the rest of the node. Okay. So if one node is disturbed, no problem. Other nodes is going on working. Node expansion is fast and easy. Detection of error is an easy process. It is easy to manage and maintain also. And disadvantages are, it is heavily cabled topology. If more nodes are added, then its maintenance is very much difficult. If the hub or concentrator fails, attached nodes are also totally disable. Then go for hybrid topology. Hybrid topology combines two or more topologies. You can see the above architecture in such a manner that the resulting network does not exhibit one of the standard topology. For example, you can see this image that in an office in one department, star and point to point topology is used. A hybrid topology is always produced when two different basic network topologies are connected to each other. Okay. Now, advantages are, it offers the easiest method for error detecting and troubleshooting. It is highly effective and flexible network topology. It is scalable, so you can increase your network size also. And what disadvantage we are getting? The design of hybrid topology is very much of complex, and it is one of the costliest process also. So see this picture, as hybrid format is there, top branch is there, inside this top node again the bottom nodes are there, again that bottom node is divided into different sections. So if it is 1, then 2 and 3, direct 1 can pass the data to 2 also, 2 can pass the data to 5 also, like such a manner the one node is passing the data to other node also, because star and point to point this totally getting connected with your hybrid topology.